Hi guys, it's Keith here again with a nice little video for you and some freebies. Basically in this video I'm just going to go over and show you how you can get your URLs for the HTMLs, what the backlink actually generates for you. Now obviously, this is going to be good for you because you can get these, you can put them in indexes if you want to do that. I don't tend to use the indexes, but you can. I put mine in like things like the Random Factory and things like that, but obviously you need to get them. And that makes it hard when you've got them all spun to build them up like sort of quite easily. But I've created a bit of a spreadsheet, and with you using formulas I can build like them up. The other thing I've built up in the spreadsheet is after talking with Adrian, one of the guys in the group. We're on about getting them indexed quicker and things like that. So we thought about sitemaps. We talked about sitemaps, and obviously there's been like sort of quite a bit of in the group about sitemaps, bit of conversation. So I found a way of actually generating a sitemap as well from these links. Okay. But one thing I'm going to quickly go over, purely because it's something that happened to me today, or yesterday when I created the thing, but I've just found out about it today, is something to remember because it will otherwise totally bugger everything up as it did on mine. Okay? It's this bit here. When you are uploading HTML files to either Google Cloud or to Azure, you need to have them installed in a subdirectory. Okay? And you just create that, and it will put that in, come down, export, it will create it. Job done. Okay. Now the way I do it is I create them like one after the other. So I create one, go out, clear the cache, clear the magic page spin tax cache, come back in, create another one, like that. What I forgot to do is, because as you can see, I've saved this one and it's got the SEO service in. I've done my Google Cloud one, and then I've come down and went bang. That's my AWS one, that's good. Because the other thing what you've got to do with the Azure ones is obviously leave that in, but then when you come down to here, you need to change that to be embed images and embed HTML. Okay. And then come down and then export them. Now this one, when you export it, it's like, don't get like over anxious with it and like sort of be bang, 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 pressing all the time. Just press the once, wait. It's having to put all of your images, condense them all and fit them all into like the file. So it does take a lot longer than the normal ones. And it takes even longer on these servers what I'm doing this demo on because of the rubbish servers. There you go, I've got that created. Now create the zip file. And sometime today it will be created. But anyway, you get a gist. Okay, so just remember, Amazon S3, you don't want that in. Yeah. Google Cloud and Azure, you do want it in. This is for HTML, not the PDFs. Amazon and Azure, you do want it in. Okay. And then for Azure, you need to have embed images in the HTML and embed in the HTML head section for the CSS. Okay. And there we go, it's done. I just thought I'd go over that bit because it tripped me up and I wasn't sure if I'd covered it before in one of the other videos. I just thought I'd go over this one. Okay. So, as I was saying, back on to what I was talking about. I've got a spreadsheet here. I'm just going to delete all of these for now. These are just what I was playing with. Okay. So basically, I've got a spreadsheet here. And what I've done is I've created, so it will create the actual URL for you. Yeah. All you have to do is put in up here, in this one, you put in there which what is your Amazon region. Okay. Now I have been told that the East region, I think it's Virginia, is the best one, and that's the one what gives you just the s3.amazonaws.com. If you do the UK one, you'll get something like eu.whatever.amazons3.com. Okay, so you put that in, and that's for it. Then you storage your Google APIs. That tends to be the same for everybody. And then in the Azure, just come across a bit so you can see better. This again is slightly different. So this is your account, what you've created for that bucket. It's like the higher level above the blobs. It's what you've created for that bucket. Okay, that's like your account name sort of thing for that one. That's Locksmiths UK. Then below that, this bit here, okay, that is the actual name of your bucket. Now, as you can see, when I do it, I always create 3 buckets all with exactly the same name. That tends to be the keyword I'm targeting. Now, like I say, I haven't got any locksmith sites or anything like that. We just seem to use this one because, you know, I just use locksmith because that's what I might use us. It's like, I'm not showing any of my niches away there. Okay, so that's your bucket. That's your bucket. I'm coming across here. And that is your bucket there as well for that one. Okay, so as you can see, this is now is created the Locksmiths PLE, okay, which is your bucket, on s3amazonaws.com/index, which will point to the index on that bucket. This one is created the storage Google APIs.com, Locksmiths PLE, index.html. And this one is created your Locksmiths UK, which is the the higher level what you've created, your blob.core.windows.net, then your bucket level or your blob level, and then your actual index.html. As you can see beside these have already got this sitemap bit filled in, but there's a bit to get into your sitemap. Okay, so what you need to do, obviously, is once you've done, you've done your dynamic backlink, you've downloaded your stuff, you need to go into the folder where they are. And if you go into the folder where they are, I will have to share my screen with you guys because you won't be able to see it, will you? 2 ticks. I'll find the folder. Okay, so change the share. I think. See. Yep, it's not the right one. Okay, so you should be able to see my finder now. So that basically is what I've created out of that magic page what you've seen there. So now what I need to do is I need to get all of these HTML files, okay? So I need to go down to there. But I don't need my script, and I don't need the index because I've already got one of them in. I just need the names of these other ones. Okay, so that's my first step. I get them, do a copy. Okay. Before I put them into the spreadsheet, I always put them into a text document, purely and simply to actually make sure there's no like sort of spurious, characters in there or anything like that I've picked up. Okay, so the text document will get rid of most of them. Okay, and then all I do, I have to change the sheet and share again, won't I? Change the share. This. Okay, then all I do, so I've copied them from the folder into a text document, and now I'm going to copy them into here. Boom. Now, for you to be able to do that, you're going to have to make a copy of this spreadsheet. I'm going to put this spreadsheet and the other Google Doc I've got for you. I'm going to put the links for them underneath this video in the description. So if you get the links, and then when you come in, you need to come up to File and do Make a Copy. Yeah? Because you won't have write access to these links, so you won't be able to do anything with them apart from look at them, which means they're not good to you. Until you make a copy onto your, your Google Drive. So just, change the name, do whatever you want with it, find a folder where you want to put it in, click OK, job done. Okay, but you'll need to do that before you can actually use them. So as you can see, as I put them in there, all this lot got populated. Yeah. So this is like your URL, which will point to that page. And this is the sitemap details which you will want. Okay. So the sitemap details, what we need to do now is make a copy. Okay. And then put them into a text document. I'm going to have to change the screen again. Yes. Well, I think. Yep. Okay. So the reason I've put them in here is because, as you can see, we've got these. We've got quotes in. That's because the Google Sheet, because it's a multi-line, it's got quotes around it. Okay. That's quite easy to get rid of. Just do a search, Control F. Yep. Look for quotes. Click on Replace. Don't bother putting out in. Replace all. Boom. Gone. Okay. Now do Control A, Control C. And now we come back over to the other doc I'm going to give you, which is this one. This is the actual sitemap. Now again, this is going to be in a Google Doc. So to edit it, you'll need to do File, make a copy, change the name, do whatever you want, put it in the folder where you remember where it is. Job done. What you'll also need to do with this is actually, once you've got it, you'll need to put it into, just copy this bit of text here first and put into a text document called sitemap.xml. Make sure when you save it, especially if you're on a PC, that it still saves it as UTF-8. PCs do tend to save them in different ways. It depends how you've got your text pad and that set up. Okay? Or your text editor, or whichever one you use. And just make sure it saves in UTF-8. Otherwise, you will mess it. But as you can see, the reason I put them in there before I put them in here and remove the quotes is because these have quotes up in here. Okay? Cool. So, what we do now, bang that in there. Paste. Boom, in. Okay, now once you've put, obviously you've put all this in, this is going to get uploaded with your files, but before we do that, we need to test it. Okay, no point putting something up that doesn't work. So again, Control A, Control C, and I'll put this link in there as well. So you've got like it's a free sitemap validator. You can test the site that's already up there. You can test some text by banging it in, or you can upload the sitemap and test it there. So it's really good, this one. You put it in, do that. Get rid of all them. Let's validate. It goes away. And it comes back that way. Okay? So it works. So that text file is now good. So all it wants doing is put in a file called sitemap.xml and put in the same folder as the files what you are going to upload. Okay? Now the last thing you need to do is for each, obviously you will create a sitemap for your Amazon S3, you'll create a sitemap for your Google, and you also create a sitemap for your Azure. The last thing you need to do now is create a robots.txt file, and that's what this line here is for. Okay, don't edit it. All you do is you create a file which is called robots.txt, and you will then just put this in as one line. That's it. And then put that in the same place. So it's just a normal text document. Just put it in robots.txt, all lowercase, put it in, and upload it. And all that does is when Google spiders come around, they read robots.txt and it says sitemap is this one. Let's go for it. And then basically the robots.txt will actually read the sitemap for you. Okay. Any questions, just put them underneath the message in the group and I'll get to them if I can. Hope it's useful. See you soon. Bye.